What's happening? What up? What's good? What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling out there? It's Miguel Brown, your agent of change, your mindset motivator, coming at y'all for the last time in 2015 with the last video of the year to wrap this thing up, right? So I told y'all I did a little three-part mini-series that I just wanted to drop on y'all so that y'all can finish out this year strong and go into 2016 on top. So let's do a quick little recap. The first video of the series was using your past as a platform for your future, right? And in that, I just break it down to how you got to take your past and you use it as learning. These are your stepping stones to help you keep growing and learning so you can get to the next level, just like any set of stairs. Every step is on your way up to the next level, and you got to keep learning from it. But every now and then your past will come back to you and it's going to challenge you. But when it challenges you, you got to be able to outlast your past. You got to be able to withstand your old you and the new you that you are and be true to who you are. And then I go into the next video. We're talking about fourth quarter knees. Oh my God. Can you keep running? Can you finish? Are you among that elite group of people that have prepared so much in the off season that now that it's your season, it's your time, you don't even feel the fatigue, you don't even feel the hurt in your body? You just able to keep going and be victorious and not be a victim, to be an overachiever, to just conquer things that's in your path without stumbling and bumbling, and you just keep on going forward. That being said, let's get into this last one. This is the one I've been waiting to do for y'all. I'm in love with this one because I think it's definitely something that we all need in 2015 going into 2016 with everything that's going on personally and in the world, period. So let's just get right into it, right? We're going to call this one Being True to Your Legend. Being unapologetic, being non-negotiable with who you really are, and being true to yourself, okay? And what that means is that you don't ask permission from anybody for anything when it comes to you. You just give notice and you keep moving forward. You keep delivering. You keep working on you. You keep becoming the better version of yourself without asking anybody what it is you should be doing or you shouldn't be doing, and being stuck to a box because of everybody's perception of you and the labels that they put on you and who they think you should be. And even so much so that you start believing that perception that people have put on you, so you start shrinking down to the box. And then when that happens, somebody sees you in the light that you truly are. And you have to believe in the light that they see you in until it's enough for you to understand when you look in that mirror, you know what? This is me. I am who I am, and I am going to be this person. I will be a victor over everything that I have to come with in life. And I'm going to walk this walk. I'm going to walk this path into my legend and leave this legacy on this world unlike anybody has ever seen. Period. Point blank. Put the target on it, shoot them down. That's what being unapologetic is. It's no longer asking permission to be who you are. It's no longer living in a box, in a perception of what people say you are. Will Smith said that the quickest way to mediocrity is being realistic, right? And think about that, because being realistic is simple. It's easy. Like, you don't have to figure that out. And a will is realistic. You know what I mean? The people that were outside of the box, that were crazy, these are the individuals that we can thank for what we have. The iPhones, the planes, our lights, cars. These individuals, these brave people were bold enough and courageous enough that no matter what, they didn't take no for an answer. They didn't believe what people said about them. They kept moving forward, and what they believed was what they had to do in life. And look what we have now. Look at our society, and look what people produce. That's what being unapologetic is about. That's what living in your true legend is, right? If you need to know more about this true legend thing, y'all need to go read my book over there. I can't even think of the name right now, but I get to y'all later on. Being unapologetic and living your legend and living your true story and who you are and being honest with yourself means that you aren't ashamed of your story. And if you're not ashamed of your story, that means that you taking responsibility for things in your life. You're being accountable for things in your life. You are you're getting rid of people if you don't need them around. You're being, you're forgiving. Not, I won't say forgetting. I'll say forgiving and keep moving forward. You don't hold on to it though, to where you still stuck with it, because then that means you ain't really forgiving. But that's something else. We're gonna keep on rolling. Don't be ashamed of your story, because your story is not for your story. Your story is for everybody else. Like that's all I'm doing. Every time I drop a video, it's a part of my life. It's a part of my story. It's a part of my script, right? It's a part of my life's work, my book, my legend that I'm leaving back here. In doing so, I hope to help people. One thing about living our legend is it's hard for some of us to do, because this is what we do. I'm 32 years old, right? So I'm gonna say I'm in chapter 32 of my life, right? But I'm just example. Let's say that I had some things happen to me way back in chapters 10 and 11. Now, but I never learned from them. So what's happening is that I'm cutting and pasting from chapter 10, chapter 11, whatever, and so on and so forth, are the lessons that I did not learn growing up, the steps that I didn't climb in the right manner. And now in chapter 32, I'm just pasting those things right back in chapter 32. And what's happening is all the blank pages that I had in chapter 32 of my life are being filled with all of the same repetitive stuff from the previous chapters in my life. And now I don't have any room for a new script to be written, because I haven't learned, I haven't acknowledged, I haven't taken responsibility, I haven't right my wrongs, I haven't apologized where I need to apologize, I haven't forgiven where I need to forgive, all these different type of things, and I'm not doing it. But see, the minute you start living true to your level and you start living who you are and living in who you are and living in your light, then you start freeing up some pages. And when you start freeing up them pages, then you can start writing up those new scripts, that new thing in your life. Like, this year has been amazing to me, because I freed up some things. I forgave where I need to forgive. I apologize where I need to apologize. Me and my wife are loving in a whole new way. My kids, great connection with my kids. Things are moving forward in my speaking, all because I started being true to who I am, to living in my light, living in my legend, and becoming the Miguel that I was created to be, the better version of myself, right? So just keep on going forward. You keep on working on you and doing you, and getting with God to fill this cup up of yours, which is going to take me to this thing that I'm going to finish with. Loving on yourself, being true to yourself, getting to the point of the pain if you need to get to the pain, so you can apologize and heal and learn and grow. And when you do so, you'll learn what people belong in your life and who don't belong in your life. What steps you need to take to be successful in your business, in your job, with your family, your friends, and in your community, and things like that, right? So we getting down to this, and I'm excited about this. I'm about to hit y'all with an example, and I want y'all to pay close attention to this. If you driving, when you get a minute, go to about 8 minutes and 30 seconds of this video and watch what I'm doing right now. So here we are, right? This cup represents you, okay? All right, stay with me, stay with me. And in life, we are going through life, and what we want, and probably what we taught, is that we need to live our life to the fullest, and our cup should be full, right? So we go through our life, and through God and our relationships and the things that we learning, we slowly start to fill that up, right? That's our relationships in church, and what we believe in God and what God's teaching us, and our accomplishments at work, right? Our good times with our friends, and living and loving and laughing, right? But then every now and then, you got to pour out and you got to help somebody else, or you giving so much of yourself because of your passion and everything, and your passion not fitting with where you at, so it slowly brings that down a little bit, right? But then you get back to the point where you get back to church, and you get back to these friends, and you get back to your marriage, and you start filling up a little bit more. You keep filling up your cup just a little bit more, right? And you just keep doing these things throughout this life, and it's draining, it's tiring, right? But then you just keep to a point where finally, after it's all been said and done, you get to a point where you have finally filled your cup. Like, oh man, I feel full. I feel like I can do anything right now. Like I'm right where I need to be in Christ. I'm right where I need to be in my walk in life. I'm right where I need to be with my purpose in life. I'm right where I need to be with my wife, my kids, my job, and I'm right there. But then you keep giving to yourself. So then you start giving to yourself even more. And what happens when you give yourself? You start emptying out a little bit. But what you need to do is you need to keep going until the overflow happens. And that cup running over. And it's running over and running over. And then at this point, you start giving of your life, not from your cup, but from your plate where the overflow is. You give from what's down here so that you always have enough in your cup to keep going and keep feeling 100 and keep giving 110% of yourself. So stop giving from your cup. Get yourself filled up and give yourself from your overflow. Because even in the Bible, God says that our cup is supposed to overflow and run over. Give of your life from your overflow and watch how fulfilled you feel. Watch how more successful you feel, right? So with that being said, I want y'all to take what I've been saying in this video. I want you to be in that elite group. I want you to fill your cup up to the max and then let that thing spill over. And don't worry about wiping it up. Because what's in that little small dish, what's fell in that plate on that counter, that's what you pour out to other people. So now your cup is still filled. You still living, you still loving, you still laughing, you still being great. You still on the road to success in your life and in your marriage and your family and your relationship with God, and you're making clear decisions and you're doing better things. So let's take this and let's go into 2016 on a whole new level, on a whole new era. Like, hey, look, your problem's not gonna know that on New Year's Day, New Year's and all that it's not 2015 no more. So why not start living in your true light? Live your legend. Be in your story. Free up them pages of that old stuff so that you can start writing a new thing, right? I've said it before. Become a pencil in God's hand and let him write your story, right? That being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. That you have been following me and you've been commenting and helped me get better. To those out there that see my videos that have put me on the spot where I can speak to people and things like that, I love you. I appreciate you. Y'all all honor me by sharing and liking my videos. I appreciate every one of you. I want y'all to have a blessed Christmas, have a blessed New Year's Eve and everything, and be safe. And until next year, I'll get with you. This your boy, Miguel Brown, saying, I see you next year. Yeah.